And we will be live in just 2 minutes. Are we gonna pump? Or are we gonna dump? We'll see. Let's talk, guys. Let's talk. Live in a minute 44. Alrighty, and welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I hope you're doing wonderful, splendiferous, spectacular, and terrific today. It's Monday, so happy Monday to each and every single one of you. One with a J, of course. I hope you're all doing great. We are in limbo. I know, guys. We are in limbo, or at meow, and it's a little bit spooky, to say the least. And you know what? We're all getting very impatient. I feel it. I'm with you. We all have the same feeling right now. So let's kind of discuss what comes next. And here's the deal, guys. I'm bullish. I've been bullish. I'm bullish on altcoins. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. But there's a risk, okay? We're at a very pivotal range. It's a very dangerous time to trade. It could be very lucrative. But once Bitcoin really makes the move, that's going to be the best time to trade, in my opinion. And that's coming up. Now, whether that's up or down, we need to explore that. On one hand, you have one individual that gets elected and we go up. And you have, on the other hand, the other individual that gets elected and we go down. Now, you know who's which one. But I would like to make the argument that in the end, no matter which way the country votes, we go one direction in the long term. And that is up, and that is to the right. That is up and to the right until we have a blow off top, peak, and a bear market. Eventually, we're going to have another bear market. I think that over time, the volatility of Bitcoin specifically is going to get less and less and less. But altcoins are still going to do that 99% crash thing in a bear market. They're just going to boost up quite a bit here at some point, and then we're going to come collapsing back down. So what do we need to pay attention to right now? What's the facts of what we're dealing with right now in this market? What are some of the key levels? I'm going to discuss that with you. I've been doing some pretty great TA. It's pretty simple TA right at these ranges. Something we've been checking out for a long time, guys. It's just what Bitcoin's been doing. And so we'll dive into that. Talk about whether we pump or dump here in this video. Welcome back, guys. Shout out to all you guys in the chat. Servando, WCBJ, Legacy, Tony Mountain, and Skywalker. See you guys threw some comments out there. So welcome, guys. Let's hop into this one. Let's get into it. Here you go. You've got BTC still at 60% market dominance. Okay, guys? You've got Bitcoin at 60% market dominance right now. We've got trending coins today. SWI is trending again. SWI is coming back up. We've been talking about how there's kind of a key level for SWI at about $1.86 to like $1.90 something cents. $2 was the most critical level. Right now, we're below that. We're trying to really find our way above $2 in an extended kind of move. And that should happen. I did a SWI video, actually. It's coming out later today, where I'm talking about a $30 SWI coin. And so you should check that video out later today. It's coming out because I do believe that SWI has the opportunity to do that. And I believe that there's going to be a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that could do moves like that in this bull market. And so I've been waiting for that. And I think you guys have been too. Now, over the last 24 hours, we've got Dogecoin leading the pack, but over the last 7 days, Dogecoin was leading the pack. Now it's SWI. SWI is getting a nice recovery back up. It actually had a pretty significant dip back down below $2, and now it's coming back up. No surprises there. But here's the thing that we got to focus on the most right now, and it is BTC. Okay, guys, so this is something that I go through a little bit in my SWI video later today, but let me dig into this in depth here. This range is the most significant range we've had for Bitcoin in this entire cycle, okay? Why do I say that? Because we've already wicked to the previous highs. We've rejected, well, actually, we broke through to a new high. When we came back down, and then we've danced below the previous high is right, well, actually, the previous high is here. So it's at like $68,000, $69,000. But we've danced above it and below it, and we did this game for 230 days, and we really stayed within this nice range right here with these blue lines. Since we broke above this range, what we saw was the total market cap break above this range too. We had a daily candle close. The weekly candles. Let me go to the daily candles. Oh, it's doing it to me again. I swear. I don't know. Maybe I just used trading, whatever this is, wrong. Well, hold up. Let me get this chart back. So we were looking at the daily candles for Bitcoin, and you know what, guys? Or excuse me, the daily candles for the total market cap. Again, because Bitcoin broke well above this range, and on the weekly candles, we're still dancing above this 230-day range. We've now got like a whole month, basically 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly candles, and this one is, you know, very much at the beginning, but we've got almost 4 weekly candles above this range right now. This one is pending still. And so that is a breakout sign. We need to confirm support at the top of the range, which is honestly at 65K. Yes, I'm saying right here we could easily, and we probably are going to, dip down to 65K. We might even see a flicker down to 64 with a wick. I don't want to see 63 or anything like that. If we do, it better just be a wick. I definitely don't want any weekly candle closes below this blue line. I certainly don't want any daily candle closes below that blue line. It's the weekly is more important than the daily. We get to get a daily candle close below this. Anyway, Bitcoin came above this range. And so then what we had going on for the total market cap is we did have a daily candle close above that range, but we have not had a weekly candle close above that range yet. And so this was at this point just a wick, which leaves people probably a little spooked. Bitcoin dominance is up, okay, guys? Bitcoin dominance at 60% still. Bitcoin broke out, so Bitcoin wants to rally, but Bitcoin's in indecision. And then the total market cap is very much in indecision and has not decisively made a breakout yet. And I don't think it's going to until after this election. Now, we have one of two outcomes. You've got one candidate or the other, okay? You know who's more bullish for Bitcoin because you're probably on Twitter. And if you don't, well, go on Twitter and you will instantly know who crypto people want as the president of the United States. And then one way or another, we're going to have a reaction. You get one person elected, we go up. You get the other person elected, we go down, okay? Which way do I think we're going to go? I think that Bitcoin goes up no matter what. But at this point in time, I could not possibly begin to speculate on who will actually win this election. Nobody actually knows. Nobody actually knows who's going to win this election, and that is for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into because this is not a political channel. But we have no way of knowing which way this is going to go. You can look at the poly markets and you could see one set of ideas of who's going to win, and you could look at ABC, NBC, CBC, bap, boop, bap, boop, boop, mainstream media and see that the other person's going to win. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. You look at DeFi and people say one person's going to win, and you look at traditional media and they say the other person's going to win. So what is going to happen here? I don't know who's going to win. But if the anti-crypto person wins, this total market cap is going to be interesting to watch. Because maybe, I don't want to say it. I don't want to see it. Maybe we come down to the bottom of this range again and get one more test. And that's the fake out before we continue. Because let me be very clear. I do not think that the bull market ends if the anti-crypto candidate gets elected, or the less pro-crypto candidate is the way to say it, okay? Because that's, there's a lot of speculation. Less pro-crypto candidate, that would be a move to the downside likely, okay? Is that a bear market kind of downside? I don't think so. I think it's more of a bear trap kind of downside, okay? Now, if the pro-crypto candidate wins, then I think we're going to Valhalla. I think that you're going to see this thing blast off insanely huge. I think you're going to see Bitcoin probably bounce. This is timing if this is going to be perfect, really. This, mark my words, guys, the election day is going to be sitting right here. We will be sitting right here on election day, I think. That's what I think. That's my personal opinion. And whether we see the trend heading one direction or the other, this thing is going to decide whether it wants to bounce off this and go up or it's going to come down. Regardless, I expect Bitcoin to go up over time. But if we have one candidate win, let's say we have the more pro-crypto candidate win, we get the bounce here. If we don't, there's a good chance that we come do something stupid down in this range again. I was just looking today and I actually saw, and let me go over to my Twitter really quick. If I go over to my Twitter, the 200 daily moving average, okay, the 200 week moving average, is at an all-time high of 40,000. There's a world, okay, where we bounce off this thing one more time. That is my absolute most bearish case scenario if the less pro-crypto candidate wins. Is this 200, a 200 week moving average? That is something that we could see. Okay? I don't want to see it. It's possible. I don't think it's likely, even in the bear case. Okay? But I talked about it. There you go. I talked about it. I don't think we're going to go there. I don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. None of us want to go there. we like to look at the facts, okay? And the facts say November is historically a bullish month. On average for Bitcoin, 42% gains. You know this by now. We could look at all these other charts, guys, and see all the same thing. You know, we could look here and say, here's the Bitcoin rainbow price chart. We're trajectory, you know, we always get up into the yellow, orange. No matter what, you know, we should be getting up into this green, orange, or yellow, you know, bands. We'll see. We could look at the Pi cycle top indicator, and we could see right now we're at the low end of this range. We really shouldn't go much lower. In fact, we're probably due to go back up to the top of this range like we tend to do in the bull markets and actually break through this. And so you can see, relatively speaking, we're undervalued. You could also look at the fear and greed index, and we can see we are greedy right now, but we can see, okay, that in the blow off top region, we get this fear and greed index in the 90s. Okay, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Could we have one more slip back down here? Could we slip down to the 40s again? We could. We could. But I think that's going to depend on who wins this election. Okay, guys? I hate it. I bet you hate it. I think we all hate it. I think politics is disgusting. I don't want to talk about it. I never wanted to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it. And you know what? I haven't even said any names because I don't want to get shadow banned, okay? And here's the deal. I'm not really focused on the political outcome. What I'm really focused on is crypto. And so here's an article I want to share with you guys. Why cryptocurrency owners could impact the U.S. presidential election. You know, on this channel 3 years ago, I told you guys that crypto was going to get political. We were exactly right. As more money flows into this asset class, as more big money's in this space, money is what sways politics, okay? And the more bigger money that's in crypto, the more that it's going to be a part of the political landscape, because then you have donors, you have all these different things, right? And so, why could cryptocurrency owners impact this U.S. election? Well, let's look at this a little bit. Let's read it a little bit. For the first time ever, cryptocurrency could play a role in choosing the next U.S. president. This is kind of true. They're more mainstream, and apparently us crypto investors are emerging as a key new voting bloc. 7 to 21% of Americans own crypto. What a bad range, huh? We really don't have an idea how many people have crypto in America. 7 to 21%. That is a difference of, 30 million individuals. And so we could have up to 50 million potential, vote. Let's call it, 10 to 20 million votes that if you vote with your crypto bags could sway one way or another. Right? According to research from Gemini, one of the crypto exchanges out there, 73% say that a political candidate stance towards the industry will influence their vote. That's a huge number, guys. That's potentially, 13 million votes or something like that? The potential for crypto voters to move the needle is particularly noteworthy in swing states, which everybody, wants to talk about. Swing states, okay? And so what we've had is super PACs. We've had, like Coinbase and Ripple donating to different candidates, and actually, very interesting, different candidates. Again, I'm not going to get into it. But then they talk about, okay, the current administration was pretty unfriendly towards crypto. One of the parties is potentially going to be more pro-crypto. And then we've got all candidates playing with the idea of crypto. But in the end, the more pro-crypto candidate, he's probably going to get more votes from the crypto industry. And so, Black Sea for president, We'll see. I don't know how it's going to shake out. I think that this probably gives crypto the chance to have the Valhalla move rather than the panic selling move. Maybe. That's what the poly markets would suggest. But the polls would say otherwise, and so we're just going to have to wait and see. So that's 2 days. We have 2 days, and then it's going to take 10 years to decide who the actual winner is. But in 2 days, we're actually going to have an election and get a much better understanding of who's going to win this thing, okay? So here's some opinions. Bitcoin to move 10% either direction depending on U.S. election. So let's see what 10% would be. If this guy's right, and let's just say we're sitting just like my prediction. Again, I think in 2 days we're going to be sitting at this range. Okay, we are going to be sitting here in the next 2 days. So a 10% move from this range is not a new all-time high for Bitcoin. A 10% move to this way brings us back down under 60K. I'm going to say this. I think that the results of this election are going to do much more than a 10% move, one way or another. And so you better hope that it is to the upside. You better hope that it is to the upside, my friends, because we are done. We are impatient. We have been patient enough. It's exhausting. We want new highs for Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance has been crushing our altcoins. Bitcoin needs to break through a new high. Once that can happen, our total market cap can break out. And then all of our altcoins that have been struggling versus Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Crocoin, which is not working on my chart right now. Dogecoin's been doing okay, but all your altcoins versus Bitcoin can start rallying once again. So we're waiting on that, okay? By the way, if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat for me. And here's where I kind of sit with this, okay, guys? So, by the way, we've got 31 viewers, only 9 likes right now. You guys, we got to get those likes going. I do have a goal, by the way. I'll do an extra 15 minutes if we hit 5 super chats on the stream. Check that out if you haven't done so. If you want to, support the channel, you can do that. I'll do an extra 15 minutes of streaming today if we hit that goal. But here's kind of where I sit. And this $725 billion financial firm, Bernstein, and I share the same, standpoint here. And, I mean, we've almost got the same amount of money, me and Bernstein, right? Right. No. $725 billion financial firm Bernstein predicts a Bitcoin price of $200,000 by the end of 2025, regardless of the U.S. election results. So, while we're impatient, while it's scary, who cares, okay? You've made it this far. We can wait a little bit longer if we need to. The S&P 500 has broken out to a new high, rallying ahead of the election. I think that you're going to see similar results with the S&P 500 that you'd see with Bitcoin. If one individual gets elected, you see this thing go up right away. If the other gets elected, I think you see this thing come down right away. Regardless, I think that the S&P 500 goes up and to the right. Well, what evidence do I have for that? Well, here's a chart for the S&P 500 since 1984. It goes up and to the right. Even when there are moments of volatility for the S&P 500, it goes up and to the right. Because these big companies are going to keep growing. Bitcoin is going to keep growing as well. We've also got a situation here where we've actually got the next FOMC meeting in 2 days. And so not only do we have a presidential election to swing this chart, we've also got the FOMC meeting that's causing some anxiety as well. The good news is there's a 99.8% chance that we're going to get a 0.25% rate cut. Rate cuts are good for risk on assets. Cryptocurrency is a risk on asset. So I'm probably going to live stream this. You best be... Ooh, am I going to live stream it? It's in 2 days. 2 days. So, yes, I will be able to live stream this. I think this is Thursday. Good. I'm busy Wednesday, so I wouldn't be able to do it Wednesday. Good. I want to live stream this. So I will be live streaming the FOMC meeting when the Fed cuts the rates, and we'll probably be knowing maybe what the results are of the presidential election at this point, and we'll also be seeing a rate cut. This could be a catalyst for a big breakout to the upside. I lean more bullish than I do bearish, but if the voters choose one way, we could get a big slip dip. Doesn't even matter about the rate cut, I think. But maybe we get the slip dip on the news that, if the less pro-crypto candidate wins, we slip dip, then we get a rate cut and we move back up, though I don't think so. I think it's just going to be based on the results of the election. More so, I think that the FOMC meeting is much less important Now more than it's ever been, because there's something much bigger than that, which is the election results. I think that's my personal opinion. But here's the facts, guys. Here's just like the big overarching fact here. If you're sitting here and you're wondering if crypto is a good investment, if you're sitting here and you're wondering how your crypto or your Bitcoin is going to perform over time, I don't want you guys to forget that in the long run, the dollar gets printed out of thin air. The real thing that supports the value of the dollar is the U.S. military. Not our monetary policy, because our monetary policy is trash. We print money. Here it is. They're printing money. They're smiling. They can print money out of thin air. We bust our butts for our money, and the government prints it out of thin air. And Bitcoin fixes this. Only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. BlackRock already owns 400,000 Bitcoin. What happens when they own 10 million Bitcoin? What happens when they own 15 million Bitcoin? What will the price of Bitcoin be? Can BlackRock even own 15 million Bitcoin? I don't even know, but I do know this. The amount of Bitcoin that's being purchased is outpacing the amount of Bitcoin that is being produced by miners. There is no more dollars or no more Bitcoin, should I say, that's going to be printed. There's only 21 million Bitcoin. Bitcoin is better than the dollar. Period. End of story. That's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give financial advice. I will not give financial advice. But I'm very, very bullish. I see you in the chat. Boom. 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 Got him. We got spammers in the chat. So if you spam in my chat, I'll remove your message. I don't know what they're talking about in there. Gotta protect the people. Thanks for the shout out, Tony Mountain. I didn't see it. Anyway, guys, the dollar stinks. The Bitcoin rocks. Are you going to be a crypto millionaire? Let me know in the comments. Let's do a little Q&A. Let's hang out a little bit. I'm looking forward to the mania after this I want this election to be done so bad. So bad. I'm so done with this stuff. I'm just so done with politics. I'm so done. Anyway, I do think that Bitcoin is going to slip didgeridoo down to 65K. We might even slip to 64. Hopefully we get I don't know. Hopefully we get the move to the upside, okay? Hopefully we get the move to the upside. So, shout out to Chris. Shout out to Tony Mountain. How you guys doing? What else is going on today? I'm going to take a seat. Let me adjust my chair. There we go. Very good. Very good. So, let's take a peek here. Let's take a peek at Jasmine real quick, just for fun, just for kicks and giggles. Jasmine sitting right where I expected to sit. I don't know if we're going to break down. Look, again, more pro-crypto outcome. This thing dips lower. More pro-crypto outcome for the election. This thing goes up. Less pro-crypto candidate. Jasmine could come down. And the same is true for a lot of altcoins. WCBJJ77 says, Kip, what percentage of your portfolio is BTC if you're willing to share? I am willing to share, WCBJJ77. Right now, I don't hold Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. I think that holding Bitcoin's an excellent strategy. I am taking a much more risk-on approach right now. I'm okay with the uncomfortability that come with altcoins. I have high conviction in my altcoin strategies. I've taken profits. I would not advise, and I'm not an advisor, right? I would not advise that is the strategy for everybody. I think that is, for most people, it's actually a great idea to hold Bitcoin. But, and I don't want to sound egotistical here, okay? But I personally, and that's just the truth, I personally believe that I can outperform Bitcoin by my altcoin selections. And so I'm taking that chance, but I'm only doing that because I've been in crypto since 2016 and I know the game. I know the game. I was buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I was shuffling my Bitcoin and Ethereum over to altcoins increasingly through this cycle to position myself for the altcoin rally. Bitcoin and Ethereum were my exclusive strategy and the bear market. And then it transitioned over to altcoins. And I'll tell you, I was actually having, like everybody's been seeing, altcoins have been slipping versus Bitcoin. So technically, yes, could have made more money and just say you just held Bitcoin, you would have outperformed many of the altcoins. Solana is the exception. But personally, I am actually not holding Bitcoin right now, but I am holding a lot of Bitcoin DeFi related plays. I've got a somewhat leveraged position on Bitcoin. The theory I've got is if stacks or if Bitcoin goes up to new highs, the DeFi economy on Bitcoin is going to explode too. Stacks. I've got exposure to stacks. I've got exposure to some of the memes on stacks. You know this by now. My goal is to take profit into Bitcoin and cash. By the end of the bull market, I will convert back to, the several Bitcoin that I want, right? And then, I will go ahead and keep that Bitcoin for a bear market, but really take profit and do it all again. I will do it all again. So yes, I'm happy to share that. But that is not the strategy that I'd recommend for everybody. That is not the strategy I recommend for everybody at all. What else is going on out there, guys? Any thoughts on that? I'm curious. Any thoughts on that? That was probably shocking. WCBJ. Probably blew your mind right there. Matt says only pumps if he wins. We'll see. It'll pump right away. Do I like Moonwell? I don't know a lot about Moonwell. What is Moonwell? Is this it? I'd never heard of this. John's with me there. Oh. Lending and borrowing protocol on base. Yeah, sure. Sure. Could be good. Could be good. I think base chain's going to explode. I shocked you, WCBJJ77. I like to take the risks in the crypto space. As in the bear markets, I'm just accumulating Bitcoin, and Ethereum. But then I transition my Bitcoin over to altcoins because that's where you make killer gains. And then you just shuffle the cash and back to Bitcoin at the end. That's my strategy personally. Gotti plays on base. You know what, Brett? Brett and maybe Toshi and I don't know. I actually had a little bit of those. I sold those, believe it or not, to go into SWE, actually. Believe it or not. I'm more hot on SWE than I am on base chain right now, to be honest with you. I just am. I've got an instinct. John316 says Mary is growing. Oh, man. I started a fire yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw that, but man, did I start a fire in the Cronos ecosystem. That was nuts. I love the Crow fam, but there's a bunch of crazy people in this Crow fam of ours, I'll tell you. A bunch of crazies. Maybe I'm a little crazy too. I do love the Crow fam though, let me tell you. Yeah, we've had a lot of green weekly candles. The rumor was there was going to be an exchange listing on Halloween, and that didn't happen. But the price didn't crash, which is shocking to me. Price is holding up very well. There was a whale that was accumulating aggressively. That whale had like 280K worth of dry powder that he was just DCing. And they bought like $140,000 worth of Mary. And they had like 280K left. And that whale has actually withdrawn the extra CRO that they had that was dry powder. And so now the question is that whale going to keep buying it? There's so many things going on with this. A lot of drama, a lot of excitement. Who knows what's going to shake out? Who knows what's going to shake out? WCBJJ77 says, I moved my ETH position into BTC when it was 30K. It was a good move on my part. Yes, it was. I buy BTC every day, every pay period, and restake every month on CDC. You are a smart, conservative man, my friend, and you are locking in some guaranteed gains over time. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a beautiful, wonderful strategy. And this is why I say you must do your own thing. You must do your own research. You must make your own moves. You must figure it out for yourself. What we do on this channel is we hypothesize, we discuss the trends, we talk about the theories, and we lay out all the angles, and we've got our own angles of how me and Black C approach this market. My strategy and his strategy are very different as well. I'm more risk averse. Well, no, I'm less risk averse than him. I like more risk than him. That is just how it goes. I like a lot of risk. That's me personally. Okay. Now I've got a kid, so the risk is a little bit less desirable. And so in my next bull market, I'm going to be more like what you're doing, WCBJJ, because, you know, I want to go ahead and just get in the crypto space and just accumulate over time because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. At the end of the day, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I only invest in altcoins because I'm bullish on Bitcoin. So why not just buy Bitcoin? Because I want more gains. Is that always going to work? No. You could pick some real trash altcoins and you could lose a ton of money. So just, you know, I love what you're doing, WCB. It's more conservative, but you're going to make some money. You're up from the bear market. Bitcoin can go to 200K. If you bought enough, you can make a ton of money. You can make a ton of money in Bitcoin. And I know you got some other altcoins too. So you can make some good extra money there too. Bonifacio is like, can CDC just list Mary already? I think they're going to still. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they do. Let me tell you. I hope they do. Anyway, Bitcoin's coming in at $67,879 right now. And I put out a poll, by the way. I want to know if you guys voted. Will we pump or dump after the election? 73% of you guys say pump. 27% of you guys say dump. Ooh, we will see. Yes, but anyway, I do think that we're going to see Bitcoin come back down to 65K at this point. I think that's in the cards. I think it's just in the cards at this point. Which is right on track with what we've been talking about. Because I told you guys, you know, hey, we're probably not going to break through this. We're probably going to bounce back down. And there's even a chance that we come back down to the top of this line. I was hoping that maybe we'd find some support up here. We did not. I said that if we had some daily candle, weekly candle closes below this $70,000 range, which we did, we could come lower, which we are. Now I'm telling you guys this. Hey, we are going to get another move to the 65K region, likely. Will we hold it? The election will decide. WCBJJ77, the news, says, I have a position in alts and memes. Got to feed my degen side. You got to do it. I need to starve my degen side probably. But, it's, you know, I got a lot of degen in me. What can I say? Beep says, sweet Jasmine and Caspa. All coins we've done videos on. I'm bullish on all of them. Bullish on a lot of altcoins, my friends. A lot of altcoins I'm bullish on. Anyway. Coin market cap. What are our other big gainers today? So Dogecoin's up today. Actually quite a bit. 8%. Mog is a meme. Kind of up today. Nothing's really exploding today. What's down? A couple coins are down. Popcat's down quite a bit. Actually, Popcat's down quite a bit. Let's look at Popcat real quick. See, this is why you don't FOMO into things while they're hot and trendy. Because here's a dip. Now, maybe this is a good dip. It probably is. Popcat's probably going to be a big boom coin in, you know, this bull market still when we hit highs again. But what are our big losers today? Other cat and a dogs. What we get? So some memes are retracing a little bit. Brett's down quite a bit as well. Below $1 billion market cap. Jupiter's back below $1. Darn, man. Yeah, we're just in limbo. We're waiting, guys. Stacks down 14% over the last 7 days. What a discount. Man, I'm so bullish on Stacks. I can't believe this is such a discount right now. Chris says, Kip, which platform do you think is best to buy Solana memes? Phantom Wallet, Jupiter. I mean, Phantom Wallet Jupiter, probably. You download the Phantom Wallet, do your own research, make sure you set it up right. It's a Web3 wallet. You got a secret phrase. You got to protect that. You got to write it down on a piece of paper, put it in a safety deposit box, put it in a secure location, bury it in a treasure chest in the desert, whatever you got to do. Protect your secret phrase, get a Phantom Wallet, and use Jupiter. That's what I'd say. Got to make your own decision there, but we'll see. Tita says, I bought some Welsh a while back, and looking at the charts, I bought near the top. I got a lot of Welsh, too. I bought some near the top. I bought some near the bottom. I've just been buying some. And here is Welsh right now. Is this accurate? Is this correct? No. Let's fix this chart. Yes, Welsh is struggling right now as well. Stacks is struggling. No surprises there, guys. It's because there's uncertainty with Bitcoin. Okay, so let's see how she shakes out. I got a boatload of Welsh, and so we will see exactly how it shakes out. I'm bullish on it. I'm bullish on my meme picks. I'm bullish on my other altcoins. I'm bullish on crypto. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. But we need a bounce here. We got to get a bounce off 65K. Continuation to the upside. Our total market cap can break out. Albasmo says, would you check a new project name on the SWI? Let's see, maybe. I don't see it. I don't see. Swish. Swish. I'm assuming it's this. Nah. 119K market cap. That's too low, brother. That's too low. You're shilling. You're shilling. That's too low. No liquidity. No dice. No dice. Sometimes looking into a meme coin's that quick. The market cap's too low, liquidity stinks, and I'm not enticed by the name. Forget it. You know, there was, I was looking like the whole garbage thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. The garbage thing, political memes, garbage, you know, there was a meme, you know, like on Solana that I was like, oh, this is probably trendy. Maybe there's a meme about garbage. And like there was a meme coin about garbage, and it just, it was at like a $2 million market cap when I looked at it. Now it's at like 56K. It's dead, you know, like, so even like some of the things that you think are the best sometimes turn out to be terrible. Like the squirrel coin. Peanut the squirrel, how's the squirrel doing today? No, this is not the real Peanut the squirrel. Hold up. Oh, we've got to go to Solana. The real Peanut the squirrel is on Solana. Peanut the squirrel. Ooh, it's getting crushed right now. It's getting crushed. I think that Peanut's going to rip after the presidential election if so-and-so gets elected. I think that Peanut's going to pop again. This meme was huge. Everybody's talking about this squirrel. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't own any. Black Sea got a little bit of Peanut the squirrel. Yeah. All right, guys. 29 viewers, 13 likes. Do me a favor on your way out. Smash a like. If you guys want to trade some of these coins for yourself, you can sign up for, well, not this coin, but some of the big coins out there. You can sign up for Blowfin using our link. It's pinned in the comments down below. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoKip Tweets. You can follow my partner on this channel as well. His name's Black Sea. You've seen his videos. And you can follow him as well at 333 Black Sea. If you want to check him out as well, give him a follow. That's all I got in this one, guys. I'm CryptoKip. This is the Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCA Hodl. I will see you next time, guys. Till the next one. Peace, y'all.